You gotta see these things from a distance. It's Deidre.
Hello, it is Deidre.
And today, we are going to tackle a topic that I have seen posted about numerous times and responded to numerous times. I know I have an unpopular opinion, but my opinion is valid. And this story is exactly why I feel what I feel towards trying to maintain a best friend relationship with a person who is the same sex as your partner. I think this is very important because a lot of times women feel like they are not allowed to have a say, but they are. You are allowed to have a say. It matters. It doesn't make you insecure. And men, you too. Without further ado, am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend's best friend the truth about our relationship and possibly ruining their friendship? I, 24 female, have been dating my boyfriend. We will call him Nate, 25 male, for about a year now. From the start, he made it very clear that his best friend, we will call her Julie, 24 female, was like a sister to him. He talked about her constantly. They FaceTimed late at night, had their own inside jokes, and went on solo trips together before we got together. At first, I was cool with it. I'm not the jealous type, and I didn't want to be that girlfriend who's threatened by female friendships. But the more I saw, the more weirded out I got. As you should. Nate would lie about hanging out with Julie, then accidentally post a pic with her on his private story. He'd tell me she was like one of the guys, but then brag about how she used to have a crush on him. One time, I found an old photo of them in bed together, not doing anything explicit. But still, he brushed it off like, we were drunk. Nothing happened. That was a lie. He also refused to post me on social media. Ever. Not even a soft launch. His account is full of gym selfies and pics with his friends, including Julie, but not a single trace of me. I finally asked him straight up, have you ever had feelings for her? He said no. I asked if she had feelings for him. He hesitated and said, maybe once, but she got over it. Here's where it gets messy. Just last week, Julie invited Nate to her birthday dinner and I wasn't invited. When I asked why, he said it was just close friends and I wouldn't know anyone. That stung. So, I messaged her. Very politely, I said, hey, Julie, I just wanted to clear the air. I know you and Nate are close, but I'm his girlfriend and I've been feeling a little weird about the dynamic lately. If there's anything I should know, I'd appreciate honesty. She responded with, wait, you're still together? Turns out, he told her we broke up 3 months ago. He said we were on and off and not serious. She thought I was an ex who couldn't let go. She apologized profusely and said she would have never crossed any lines if she'd known. She even sent me screenshots, flirty messages, him saying I was too clingy, and even one where he said, I wish I met you before her. I was shattered. I confronted Nate and he completely denied it, said she was lying, she was obsessed, and she was trying to sabotage us. Classic deflection. I told him I needed space and I blocked him. Good girl. Now he's blowing up my phone, calling me dramatic and accusing me of ruining his only real friendship. Some of our mutual friends are taking his side, saying I overstepped by going behind his back and messaging Julie. That created drama where there was none. But I feel like I needed the truth. So am I the asshole for telling his best friend the truth and possibly destroying their friendship? Or did I just finally see what I needed to see? Girl, you saw what you needed to see from the get-go. You just covered your eyes and kept going because you did not want to be seen as that girl. I didn't want to be that girlfriend who's threatened by female friendships. Girl, I am that girl. I will be that girl to the day I die. There is no way I would see this situation and walk straight into it, expecting anything to be different. So my unpopular opinion is, I'm just going to say it from my perspective as a female who dates men. Men, You cannot expect to hold another woman in this best friend position and go on to have a healthy relationship for several reasons. Women, you cannot walk into a relationship with a man who is clearly holding another woman above you. That's not his mama. There's a reason for that, and it's not always simply friendships. A lot of times when I hear people say best friend, I know that's code for we were friends. Even if that's not the case, it's still not a good situation. Someone somewhere has feelings, and it's not even hard to find in the story because it is already stated that this girl had feelings for him. The fact that he leaves the door open to maintain a connection with this girl, knowing that she had feelings, is actually a direct threat to any woman that comes into his life. You gotta see these things from a distance. If you are the woman coming into this man's life and he has a woman on the side that he calls his best friend, and that best friend has feelings for him, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think that she's going to peacefully exist on the side and leave you guys alone and respect your relationship? No, she's going to compete with you. It becomes a competition. And I personally, even if that's not the case, if I see from a distance a man has a best friend that is a woman, I very quickly decide it's not my business because I'm not the type to put the time in and then discover that there's a problem. I'm not going to stick around and wait and see what happens. That's insane. I'm almost 40 years old. If that's your situation, that's your situation. You go do that. Not my cup of tea, not my spaghetti. That's not a meatball that I want to be. So yeah, you could have seen this from a distance, but also it's plain as day now. Hindsight. Not even hindsight, it's literally happening to her right now. Look at this situation. This man is lying to both of you, which is insane. And you are sitting here wondering if you are the asshole. No, this guy is not best friend material or boyfriend material. I think he's exactly where he belongs. And I would say you are not the one with the low self-esteem here. I didn't want to be that girlfriend who's threatened by female friendships. It's not about feeling threatened. It's about choosing your battles. And it doesn't even matter if this girl did not have feelings for him. It would still be spaghetti because you will constantly wonder, especially if they have a sexual relationship before you. Not only are you trusting Nate to respect you, you are also trusting Julie to respect you. And Julie doesn't have to. It's like you have entered a relationship of 3 people. And you are at the mercy of the third person who has no, stake the word? She has no investment in what happens between you guys. It is so easy for a woman in that position to destroy a relationship. And you're just trusting, praying probably that she won't. This is what you signed up for. But also, I think he's kind of a scumbag. He refused to post you on social media. I don't think social media is everything. I know we've all been there, but personally, I think what you observe around that tells a lot. It's not about social media, it's about the principle. He does not post you. He posts that he's with this girl, Julie, and not a single trace of you. So it sounds like what happened if Julie is telling the truth, which she may not be telling the truth, which is why you don't get yourself into this kind of spaghetti to begin with, a threesome relationship. According to Julie, this man, Nate, told her that OP and he had broken up, and that OP was clingy, and that he wished he met Julie before OP. Are you saying that he found his best friend after he met you? Girl? No. OP, I know you're only 24 years old, but let this be a lesson. At the very least, it's safe to say this man does not want to be in a relationship with you. Bottom line. And to answer your very question, so am I the asshole for telling his best friend the truth and possibly destroying their friendship? No, you did exactly what needed to be done. And if they are still friends after this, then you can probably speculate that there was even more dishonesty, or she's very easy to manipulate by this Nate character. Regardless, I say walking away from this dumpster fire is in your best interest, and it sounds like you're gonna do that. Please don't seek closure with these people. The whole thing is very toxic. When you see 2 people getting along like this, leave them. leave them to that. Do not get involved with that. That's why I take this stance. I do not play with fire. If you are a man who has this situation here and you're expecting a good, healthy woman to walk in and say, yeah, this is all right, you got another thing coming, because this is not what a wise woman would walk into. I strongly advise rethinking that perspective. Some of us won't even waste time to find out, even if it is perfectly healthy. This is spaghetti that I am okay not tasting. And no, having this stance does not make you insecure. It does not make you jealous. It does not make you, threatened, as she put it. It means you're wise and you don't have time for nonsense. We're above that. If you are seeking serious relationships, be serious. Be actually serious. This is not it. You want a best friend, keep your best friend. Do that. Go do that then. You're not going to bring in a healthy relationship if you are still stuck on another person like that. Instead, what you will actually attract men or women who have male friends. Not saying all of them. I'm just saying there's a high chance you will involve yourself with someone who will pretty much be the match in the gasoline here, because she would like to be respected as a girlfriend, but obviously your attention is elsewhere, and that may not fly well with someone who does not have emotional development to that extent. You are asking for chaos, but it looks like this guy likes chaos. He likes to play with fire. So girls, make the choice. When you see the smoke from a distance, will you walk up to it and try to make friends? Or will you mind your business? I, for one, have chosen to mind my business.
Yeah!